Washington Huskies come onto the field, led by their mascot. What a game these young men are about to record for Rose Bowl history.
It was the best of times and it was the worst of times, a sign of the times in many ways. It was the early 1960s, and UW football had just won back-to-back Rose Bowls.
I don't believe I've ever felt this good in my life.
Head coach Jim Owens was calling the shots, and that meant his defense was taking shots whenever they could.
We used to get great joy knocking people out.
The West Coast had never seen anything like it, but the sun is now set on that era, and 60 years later, a former player is paying the price.
I was there this morning. He can't verbalize anymore.
Paul Mitchell is the older brother of Charlie Mitchell. Charlie was a homegrown hero, an All-American running back at Garfield High, a two-way star at UW.
Something unbelievable and something that you always cherish.
Charlie was referring to his critical interception in the granddaddy of them all in 1961. But he and his teammates knew this wasn't your granddaddy's defense. This was a defense that went on the offensive.
The whole philosophy was to use your helmet as a weapon.
Mason Mitchell is Charlie's younger brother, a former UW cornerback himself, someone who experienced the headhunting firsthand.
I often wonder how many people that I know are not brain damaged by this point in time.
Mason's almost lost the person he knows the best. Both Mitchells say their middle brother Charlie is now in a wheelchair, a likely victim of CTE.
Now the brain can't function to tell the other part of the body what to do.
He doesn't say anything, but he'll smile.
He's deteriorating pretty fast.
They say the beating their brother took as a running back in the NFL pales in comparison to what he experienced in college. The Huskies coaching staff was revolutionary at the time, but times have now changed.
These guys came from Oklahoma, and that's where they brought that spirit in.
They did everything with the head.
Paul says that's the toughest part to process, because after a football career of banging heads, Charlie's head proved to be his greatest strength. He got a master's degree at Seattle U and a doctorate at BYU, eventually became the president at Seattle Central Community College, and then the chancellor of the Seattle Community College system in the mid-2000s.
I'm sure that some people probably told him they want to be just like him.
He was a good role model for our young blacks in the central area, especially during those days, because we didn't have very many great role models.
Charlie is now 83 years old. His brothers say he lived a full life, but wish they had more time.
To know of such a vibrant person.
It's hard to see him in the situation he's in.
God has his own reasons for taking us when he takes us.
He lived the life that he wanted to live.
And he said, what would I want written on my tombstone? And that is, he said, I tried to help somebody.
In Seattle, Jake Garcia, King 5 Sports.